Hey everybody, what's going on? We are back with the mini-series, and we are looking at the 2031 awards. See if anybody could come up with a win here in these awards. Alex Lynch Jr. going to get a Silver Slugger at shortstop, taken away from Paris Allen getting a couple in a row there. Adam Carmichael, Silver Slugger in the outfield. Good to see the young man doing well, almost 30 homers. Good season for him. Billy Sanderson, this man is the top prospect that was traded to Colorado in the Colin Mentor deal. And we have our Cy Young, our first Cy Young winner is Caleb Boyd, and he is going to get the Cy Young for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Only 14 wins. He went 14-6, but a 2.58 ERA. Bilpin Archibald gets reliever of the year. So there we go. Bears boy getting it done. Taking a look. Anybody else? Sanderson. That Sanderson guy's crazy. QJ Casimir. Is that like his fifth Silver Slugger in a row? Cameron Batts gets a Silver Slugger in the outfield with 35 dingers. All right, so a lot of good things happening. And Caleb Boyd is going to face off against the Marlins, and he's going to lose this game. So let's see. Cameron Batts went 1 for 5 with a run scored and an RBI. He also had a strikeout. Colin got a pinch hit opportunity, and he made the best of it getting a hit. So that was pretty huge. A double for Cameron Batts, RBI double. And Boyd goes 5 innings, gives up 3 runs. All of them earned. Not his best outing, I'm sure. Then in the other wild card game, it's the Orioles and the Rays. And we are looking at the Orioles because there is Mann, and he went 1 for 3 in the game. They would, however, lose to the Tampa Bay Rays. Now, Tigers and Angels facing off, and the Tigers are going to get eliminated in 4 games. And let's take a look here. Nothing for the Tigers. Ekstrom and Jones combined for a 1 for 8 showing. 2 RBIs, though, for Ekstrom. So half of the RBIs for the team. Very important stuff. And then game number 2 would feature Ekstrom and Jones yet again going 3 for 8 this time. Jones with a double RBI as well. Then a game that Detroit actually won. Jones and Ekstrom. Let's see. Haxon didn't get into this game, but Detroit would win it. Then Jones and Ekstrom, 2 for 6 and a 2 for 4 showing, batting .235 and .250 on the postseason for those two. None of them hitting a home run, but they both had an RBI in the game. Big time, big time, big time. And Haxon, of course, does not get into the game there either. A 15-3 Angels win. They move on to the ALCS. Now we'll see the Marlins, if they could take out the Cubs. Cameron Batts with an 0 for 4 showing. He did have a run scored. Mentor with a pinch hit. He did not get a hit in that at-bat. And Miami would lose that game. They'd win game 2 12-7. Cameron Batts with a hit. Colin Mentor with a pinch hit. And let's see. Batts had 2 RBIs in the ball game, so good for him. Then an 8-3 win for Miami, in which Cameron Batts goes 0 for 3 with a walk. Mentor goes 1 for 1 on the pinch hitty. So contributing any way he can. Then a 10-7 win to close out the series. Cameron Batts goes 1 for 4. Does get 2 RBIs on the ball game. Colin pinch hits but doesn't get a hit. So Cameron Batts is able to hit a homer in the game. So definitely helping Miami to closing that series out. They would move on to the NLCS. Then it's the Dodgers and the Mets. Dodgers get a 1-0 win. Then they get a loss, but Allen is able to actually play in some of these games. There he goes 0 for 0, so he does not play in that one, but that one was a win. Here is a loss. Does he play? No, he does not. Well, I mean, he plays, but he's not hitting the ball. They don't give him at-bats. There he went 0 for 1, but he's still got a 333 on the playoffs. It's kind of crazy. So the Dodgers move on. Now it's a Dodgers-Marlins, and the Marlins are going to get swept by the LA Dodgers. Let's take a look. Cameron Batts goes 0 for 4 in game number 1, and Allen goes 0 for 0, remaining with that 333 average for the postseason. Then it's a 12-3 win for LA, and Batts goes 2 for 5 with an RBI, so one of the 3 RBIs belongs to Batts. Mentor with a pinch hit goes 0 for 1. Allen goes 0 for 0, so no at-bats for him. Then a 3-1 win for the Dodgers, and Allen goes 0 for 1, lowering his batting average to 250. Batts goes 1 for 3 with an RBI, so the only RBI goes to Cameron Batts in the game. And it was a solo shot. Then in the final game, Allen goes 0 for 1, lowering his average to 200, so he barely did anything. And then we have Cameron Batts going 0 for 4, and Colin Mentor pitch hitting and not getting a hit. So nobody really did anything in that ball game. So it will be the Dodgers, but will it be the Dodgers and the Angels? No, it will not. It will be the Dodgers and the Tampa Bay Rays. As we look here, Ekstrom and Jones. Jones goes 2 for 4. Ekstrom goes 0 for 4. Nothing really noteworthy there. Let's see. There's Ekstrom and Jones. Jones goes 0 for 3, but Ekstrom goes 3 for 4. So he definitely made the best of his opportunity. Then in a 5-2 loss, there is Jones going 1 for 4, Ekstrom going 0 for 4. They're both batting 250 now for the postseason. Then it is Jones going 3 for 4 with 5 ribbies. Ekstrom goes 1 for 4. So Jones pushes himself over 300. He hit 2 homers in the ball game. That is crazy. Ekstrom goes 1 for 4 with an RBI. Jones goes 2 for 4 with an RBI. So 333 for Jones, 250 for Ekstrom. Ekstrom's the one with the homer in this game. And then the closeout game in favor of Tampa Bay. And Jones would go 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Ekstrom 1 for 4 with 1 RBI. So the only RBIs were by the Bash brothers, Jones and Ekstrom both homering. But it wasn't enough, and now Dodgers and Rays, we'll see. It is a very close series. It goes to a Game 7. Who will prevail? Will Allen get himself a World Series? You can do it. Oh, we're gonna check the box scores first. Okay, I didn't even know that. All right, Allen goes 1 for 1 there, brings his average to 285, hits a double in a loss, to be honest. Then he goes 0 for 0, not playing. 0 for 0 again. How about this one? 0 for 0 again. Then in a 4-3 win, he goes 1 for 1 with a run scored. Okay, Allen. I see you. And now the win in Game 7, and he goes 1 for 1 with a run scored. He batted .444 this postseason. So, Allen doing a little something to help his Dodgers win a championship. So Allen gets his second ring of the series, this one actually starting and playing some. Ethan Long is going to get traded to the Orioles from the Blue Jays for shortstop Felipe Flores. Now we're looking at the 2032 awards, that is. Let's see, anybody of note? We had a heck of a lot of people on the list last season. Let's see how many we can get this year. Paris Allen III reclaims his Silver Slugger in the American League at shortstop. Good for him. 26 homers, 108 ribbies. Then we move on to the National League. Cameron Batts gets the Hank Aaron Award. Okay. 313, 38 homers, 96 ribbies. Hell of a year he had. Cameron Batts having some good years. There he is, getting a Gold Glove out in right field. Alex Lynch does get a Silver Slugger for shortstop, but in the National League, so both shortstops. Cameron Batts gets himself a Silver Slugger, so good awards. Giants and Mets, and the Mets are able to win this one 6-5. We'll see if Tom Terrific had any kind of chance. There's Alex Lynch. He went 0 for 4 in the ball game. And nothing for Terrific in that one. So, neither of our players helping out in that ball game. Now it's the A's and the Rays. And the Oakland A's with Paris Allen, he went 1 for 3 in the game. He was hit by a pitch, and they would lose 10-2 to the Tampa Bay Rays. So the Rays move on, the Mets move on. Neither of those teams have any of our players on it. Oh, Bowman was on the A's as well, and they failed to move on. So the Pirates take on the Nationals. Pirates are going to move on here. So this could be big. Let's see if Caleb Boyd pitched at all. He did not pitch game number 1, so no longer their ace, I'm guessing. He did pitch game number 2, so there we go. He was the second pitcher in the postseason, and he gets the win. 6 innings, 2 earned, a walk and 4 strikeouts. So not terrible. He would not have pitched this final game, but who knows? We'll take a look anyway. Yeah, he did not. Did not pitch. Okay. The Texas Rangers would take out the Detroit Tigers. All right, let's see. Nothing there for the Tigers. Haxon would get the save in game number 1 for Detroit. Oh, the Detroit Tigers took out the Texas Rangers. My bad, misspoke. Haxon gets his second straight save in a 5-3 win. Then they would lose in game 3, which he would not pitch in, of course. And then game number 4, he should have gotten a save here. No, he gets the win. Okay, he gave up 2 runs, but he gets the win because Detroit scored in the bottom of the 9th to win the game. So with a 2-0 lead, he kind of blew it, but he gets the win. So Haxon will move on to face the Tampa Bay Rays. Pittsburgh going up against the Rockies, and they're going to get taken out. He's not going to pitch game number 1 because I don't think Boyd is their ace anymore. Yep. And did he pitch game 2? He did pitch game 2. He only went 5 innings, gave up 2 earned, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Ends his postseason bid with a 3.27 ERA. So we'll check these other games, but I don't think Boyd would have gotten in there. Maybe in relief in the final game if they needed him, but I don't think so. Definitely not in those. How about the final game? They could have thrown him out there if they got desperate enough, and they did not. So, no. But poor Caleb not going to make it on. Now it's Tigers-Rays, and the Tigers are going to get through. Tigers are going to get through. We just need to see if Ryan Haxon made an impact here. He did not in game number 1. I don't expect that he did in game number 2 with a score like that. And I'm correct. Oh, no, wait, he did. He pitched 4 1/3 and gave up nothing with 5 strikeouts. Interesting. 4 1/3 for a guy who should be a closer. Then he pitched 2 innings the next day? Well, not the next day, 2 days later, but still. Overworking the man and not giving him save opportunities when he had saves in the first series? Very strange. Then a 2-inning outing, and he gave up 5 runs. Oof. Oh, killing Van Haxen right now. And then nothing for the closeout game in which Detroit will move on to face the Colorado Rockies, who no longer, of course, have Colin Mentor. So we're just worried about Van Haxen and if he got into games. He did. He pitched no innings, so he got through nobody, really. That's the quick changing of pitchers in Major League Baseball. Then he pitched an inning and gave up 3 runs. He had an 8.02 ERA at that point. Oof, this isn't good for Vran. Then that next game was an 8-4 loss. Did they throw him out there again? They did not. Not in that one. So then in the closeout game, which was basically Detroit getting swept, let's see, did they throw out Van Haxen in this one? Van Haxen. They did. They threw him out there to give up another run and end with a 7.53 ERA. That is sad. Well, there you go. Allen wins a World Series. No one else does. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to drop a like on your way out. Subscribe if you're brand new. Plenty more of this great content coming your way.